The Abu Dhabi Grand Prix is upon us, and it's the final race of the season. We do go in there, despite the championship being pretty much all said and done, with a lot of battles still to be played for. And let's go through and see what they are. But let's first a little bit about the circuit. It's been revamped since 2021. We've got a much faster circuit, slightly shortened. We've still got the fantastic long 1.2 kilometer straight where we get a lot of action. We've got 2 DRS zones. That's the first one down that long straight, and then between 8 and 9 another DRS zone. This circuit, since the upgrades, I feel like we just do get a lot more better racing, and hopefully we could have more of the same this weekend. And like I said, there's still a lot to play for. P2 in the championship up for grabs. Mercedes just 4 points ahead of Ferrari going into this race, and Ferrari have done really quite well, so potentially they did well here last year, so could that, be on the cards for them. Mercedes have said if they pull that off, it'll probably be outperformance of that car that they've got, so it'll be interesting to see how that one plays out for them. The other big one, P7 for Williams, they're 7 points ahead of the AlphaTauri team. I think they've got enough points in the bag to hold that off, but you just never know, do you? A really good result for Yuki or Ricciardo, and that could all change. Aston Martin are 11 points behind or ahead of McLaren for 4th place in the Constructors' Championship, and that one does really look like it could be the one to change. Aston Martin did have a little bit of a spike, didn't they, with the return to form, but Vegas was not a good one for them, and they'll be hoping that at least if they can pick up some points, there's a chance they can hold McLaren off, who have been on a massive resurgence at the start of the season. So let's see how it all pans out in the race. Last time out, though, we got a Max Verstappen victory and Charles Leclerc 2nd place, Sergio Perez in 3rd. But behind them, between the 3, 4, 5 and 6, there was a brilliant battle between Perez and the 2 Ferraris, and Lewis Hamilton included in that. A lot of mixing and toing and throwing throughout that race, so I'm expecting it to be a tough race for everybody out there, and they were really quite close in the qualifying times, wasn't it? Max Verstappen just 2 tenths ahead in qualifying last time out in last season's Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, so the field will be tight, and it'll be interesting to see how everybody gets on. The tyres for this weekend, Pirelli are bringing the same compound that they bought to Vegas. It's the softest set, the C3, the C4 and the C5. The weekend is going to be warm, nothing like what the cold night race they got in Vegas. It is a twilight race, doesn't it? It starts off in the daylight, ends under the lights here in Abu Dhabi for this weekend. On to the podium predictions. I'm going to go for a Max Verstappen win, and that would be another record for him in the backs. I mean, his win percentage this season is already a record. He's been absolutely phenomenal, and I can't see him rounding off the season in any other way. P2 though is a hard one, but I'm going to go for Charles Leclerc. Ferraris did well last year, and I'm expecting him to do well this year. He did well in Vegas, so and that nice long straight should be good for them. The only downside here is how they will perform on their tyres in the slightly hotter conditions, and that's not always been favourable for them. And for P3, this is a really hard one to throw up. I've put Lewis Hamilton down, but I really think Lando, Norris and McLaren will do really, really well here. So I'm going to stick with Lewis Hamilton, stick with my guns. I do feel like McLaren are going to go strong here, though. A bit of a bounce back from the horrible Vegas Grand Prix that they've had. And the surprise performer, I'm going to go for Valtteri Bottas in the Alfa Romeo outfit. Hopefully he goes well here. No reason, just got a feeling that they should do well. For FP1, it's going to be a lot of the rookies in the cars. Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton won't be in the cars for FP1. It'll be the rookies taking over for one session again this weekend. On Tuesday after the race, it'll be a tyre test. The FIA confirming that the 2024 compound will be the same as what they've used here, so it won't be really much of like the new tyre evaluation for next year is really what this test is for, but probably more for the teams just so they can sort of work on the tyre management for next season over that one-day testing. And not F1 related, Mick Schumacher has been confirmed he'll be driving in the World Endurance Championship for the Alpine outfit, so he'll be there. He didn't get a race seat for next season. It looks like Logan Sargent then possibly might hold on for that Williams seat. Was rumours that Mick might go into that, but no. And his Logan Sargent seat is the only seat really potentially up for grabs. Everybody else is sorted for next season now, aren't they? So yeah, a strong performance from him, and he'll keep that seat. And so yeah, there we have it. A battle between the teams, really, that's all that's left. But it should be really interesting, especially the one with Mercedes and Ferrari, just 4 points in that. A lot of pride at stake still for getting P2 for them. Yes, they want the championship, but you know, you still take pride in doing well and getting in second place. And there's obviously money up for grabs for getting into higher positions than that. And if Williams pull off that P7, that'll be absolutely magnificent. And so despite the championship being wrapped up by Red Bull and Max Verstappen, there's still a lot of pride and prize money to be handed out for the rest of the positions, and so they'll be all hoping to do as best as they can come the race day on Sunday. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and comment as always, and I'll see you for Saturday's qualifying review.